guys. It's just me today.
Talk
Oh,
about impeccable timing. Sucker.
dang it. Welcome, Sandy. Glad you made
Yeah.
it.
Hey, welcome.
Awesome. As you can see, it's 2/3 of the show yet again.
As per the usual.
As part of the usual, Mr. Pineapples is on his way back from a recital. I can't wait to hear about that. It's
Yeah.
going to be awesome.
What kind of recital? He didn't say.
He didn't say, wait.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey, the Fab too. What up,
exactly.
CPJ?
No, he said his kid has a recital, so I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a horse recital? I don't know. Yeah.
Hey,
Hi.
Anita. How's it going? Anita loves the intro. Thank you, man.
Did you like that intro? Wait, are you talking about my intro or the intro?
I'm
like...
pretty sure she's not talking about your fabulous. Hi, everybody.
Really? Are you sure?
I'm willing to
possible.
bet.
It's a
I'm willing
possibility.
to bet.
Wow. So today was been kind of busy. I've been busy. Have you been busy
Have
today?
you? No, I'm trying to stay busy because I usually slow like way down in December and January. And in sales, that's never good
No, yeah. It's
to
never
slow
good.
down.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, you've been busy because you've got a ton of photographs that you need to
Man, okay, so let me tell you about last night. So I was hired. It's kind of a good and bad story. I was hired to take
Not
a photo of people out at the United Spirit. No, at the Jones,
at the Jones.
which is about to be renamed. So,
It's
did you
in
hear that?
addition to or renamed.
I think it's gonna be renamed.
Hey guys, someone is
Yeah.
MIA as usual.
Well, yeah. So I was hired because I thought I was going to be taking a picture. Someone was having a Christmas party. They were going to take all of their employees, stick them down on the field, and there's going to be one giant photo. So guess who researched all day long to figure out how to do that? This freaking guy.
I was gonna say not me.
Yeah, so I was researching. I have a drone, so I was like, I'm going to do the drone. I'm going to have a drone shot. I'm going to take it. It's going to be awesome. And then I get there, and I told them, I was like, it's going to be fairly dark, so we might need to have the stadium lights on. And they're like, oh, yeah, we'll do that. We'll have it done. I get there, and the only lights that are on are above where the press box is.
Right.
So, like, none of the big lights are on. So I was just like, really? So I was going to have to use my flash. So luckily I brought my flash equipment. So this should have been the very first warning that this wasn't going to go exactly how I expected it to go. I get there. I have a wagon full of my equipment. I go up to find the person that I'm supposed to be coordinating with. I get there, find her. She's like, oh, yeah, so we're going to take the pictures down in the field. I'm like, yep, that's what I thought. That's where only 250 people are going to fit.
Check.
Yeah, so good. And so it's like, I'm going to have this other guy take you down to the field. And I'm like, cool. All right, that's looking good. So I get to the field, and the guy comes along and says, do you know how to get down there? I was like, no, that's why she told you to bring me and take me downstairs.
And carry
Okay.
my stuff.
Right. Well, we get there, and we go in the concourse area, and then there's an exit out to the level, and then there's nothing but stairs. So...
And you have a wagon.
I have a wagon. Luckily, I had brought Balana's boyfriend and Jet with me to
Okay.
help carry my stuff because I
Okay.
didn't know exactly what was going on. So I get there and I'm like, oh my goodness! And we're going all the way from not the top level, but the second level, all the way down the stairs, and then down again, and then onto the field, carrying my wagon.
Oh my gosh. Your wagon
So-
that you got to make your life easier so you could just pull it around.
Yeah, because my equipment's kind of heavy. I have a bunch of equipment, especially for a group of 250 people.
Now you know how stroller moms feel.
Oh yeah, I've known that for a long time. Try going to the San Antonio Zoo with a double stroller in 90-degree heat and 100% humidity.
Try not to. Try
try
not
not
to.
Yeah. So anyways, so I was like, so I get down to the field, we finally make it down to the field, and I'm dying because I don't work out or whatever. And so we get up, and I'm doing all the testing. So I got my wide angle lens. I'm reminding everyone that I'm supposed to take a picture of 250 people all on the football field. So I get my wide angle out lens, and I'm like, okay, this is a good thing. They have the name of the business on the Jumbotron. I'm going like, all right, cool. I set up my flashes. I use my son as a test. I get it set up perfectly. Okay, I'm good to go. I even got a table because I forgot my ladder. So I was going to stand up on the table and take a picture from above so I can try to get everybody in. Then they're taking a little longer to get ready. So, while I have time, I'm going to get my drone out and make sure that I know all the settings and stuff like that. So I get my drone ready. I fly it up a little bit. I'm like, this is going to be awesome. So I'm going to take this picture right here. I take some other pictures because it was so dark, the screen was whiting out. So I took a picture where the screen was just the perfect. So I was going to have to Photoshop all that together. And so I was like, okay, I'm good. I got this. So I'm like ready. I'm ready to go. And so then I go over there to the guy that showed me where to get down to the field, and he's like, hey, so they decided to do speeches first.
Speeches?
It's like, okay, all right, that's fine.
Hey,
Yeah.
watch your language. This is a PG-13 show.
Jeez. He's like,
Swear, leave you alone for 5 minutes.
Right. Yeah, he's
7.
like, so they decided to do speeches first. And I was like, so the price that I quoted wasn't for this long. And then
You're
he's like, oh.
How about we not?
Yeah. And then he's like, oh, and by the way, we're not going to be doing a big group photo. So he said they're just going to let people come down, and then if you want to take their photo with the thing, you can. So I asked again.
Go ahead and exit here.
Right. I was like, wait, so I'm not taking a picture of the 250 people that I was supposed to be taking a picture of? And he's like, no, sounds like they just want to do individual groups and stuff like that. And they're just going to come down when they want to. Not when, because they're at the Texas Tech Club. It's like the 4th to 6th floor up there.
Right.
Where you're
So
like,
they're gonna
I
come-
could have sworn this was Joe Baker photography.
Right, exactly. So I was like...
This ain't a la carte photography.
Yeah, so I ended up luckily, there was only about 15, 20 groups that came down. So I was able to, I had my light set up for the 250. I was like, all right, so I had to bring it back down, set it up for individual photos, use a different lens, and I made it work.
Sure you did. You're Joe Baker.
I made it work, but I wasn't very happy about it. So I will tell you, I still haven't taken a photo of 250 people with my drone yet. But you know what I did do? Just because they pissed me off. I took my drone and I flew it around the stadium, and I got footage of me flying my drone around the stadium. It's like,
See there. Now, if Garrity would have been out there, Coach Jerry Maguire would have been out there.
Right, exactly.
So much cooler.
It would have been really cool, but I will tell you, I was a little perturbed. So I'd already gotten paid, so I was like, I'll do something, but it just wasn't exactly what I had planned to do. And so that's one of the reasons that I usually don't take these type of jobs, but I was like, I probably won't do it anymore.
You did it once.
Yeah, I did it once. It was
Got the
cool
shirt.
being on the field at night. I did my little pano picture and grabbed my drone footage. I'm good. I don't have to do it again anymore. So
They're fine too. They're like, I guess
So
we'll
you
get to
did
the
it-
next one.
yeah,
Sunday? You did it yesterday?
last night. Yep.
Okay, so was it after or before the running? Because last night they also had a 5K fun run, and people were running through the stadium.
So when I was there, it had already finished, but somebody sent
Okay.
me a picture that they had actually ran through there.
Yeah, so
During that time.
yeah, it does take you through there. So that's why I was kind of wondering how you managed to do
right.
that. Okay, cool.
And then the hard part was carrying that stuff back up those stairs.
Joanne would like to know: did you pay your helpers, or at least treat them to something to eat?
So yeah, my daughter's boyfriend, I paid him some money and he was so surprised. Like, you didn't have to pay me. I was like, dude, there was no way I would have got out of that of that stadium without your help.
Yeah.
I'd have been like him too. I would have been like, okay, thanks, I appreciate that. 'Cause Lord knows I paid for you for a lot of stuff, so this is helpful, bro.
Yeah. So, but yeah, he wasn't expecting it. It was good. And then Jet. So usually, my daughter's boyfriend James will take Jet and they go work out. So he got a pretty good workout because I didn't make him, but Jet carried my bag up and down the stairs. And my camera bag weighs about 20 pounds. So he put in some work. Yeah. He put in some work.
This is a good question. Joanne says, add a clause if things change, more moolah. So yes, can you like have a clause that says no calling audibles?
Right. So now I know. And so, I could have probably caused a stink if I wanted to and really been up in arms about it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not going to really try very hard on these pictures. I'm just going to get them what they need and I'll be done. And so I don't have to Photoshop anything. So I'm just like, this is what it is. This is what you're getting. So
I mean, if you have beans in your teeth, that's your bad.
Right, exactly. So I'm not really worried about it. But I do know, I was like, that's not happening again. I was like, I'm like, this is what I was hired for. If not, then it's going to be this price. It was good. It's good money for what I did, but at the same time, that's not what I want to do. I'd like the challenge of shooting 250 people. That's what I wanted to go there for. If they would have told me what I did, if they said, hey, we want you to do this, and it ended up what I was doing last night, I probably wouldn't have done it. I'd been like, nah.
Because you already did that. You've taken pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been there, done that. And next year when I do, because you saw the ones that I shot earlier in the month, right? With all the families.
Yeah.
So next year they paid me way more than what I got paid last night. So I was gonna be like, So I will definitely be doing that one again. But this one, if they ask me,
you love them, don't you?
Yeah, I love them. Yeah.
BJ says, well, now we know who likes who with that company.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
Look at Sean.
Sean says it's a crash grab.
It was. I was just like, hey, you know what? It's Christmas time. I'm trying to go on a ski trip. I need some money. Let's do it. So.
No, that's right.
Yep. We can't talk about skiing, Sandy. Sorry.
We're trying to go on a ski trip.
A bicycle trip.
Right. We're trying to not trip somebody.
So that was my weekend. So that was kind of a bad thing, but it was okay. But so Sandy, how was your weekend?
So my weekend was good. I almost got my butt kicked in a parking lot though. So I decided, you know what? I'm going to venture out. I'm going to go Christmas shopping. I'm by myself. I don't have to worry about nothing. I went to the store and I was going to pull in the parking lot. There I am, just kind of turning in. And this car comes speeding through the parking lot. I mean, the bench is going 40, at least 40 miles an hour. And so I'm just like looking at her like, dude. And she's like, what? And then she just comes at me like, and she's like pointing, trying to do all this. And I'm like, you need to pay attention and drive. Because at this point now she's neglecting her steering wheel and she's like trying to. And I'm like, this bench is feeling froggy.
She's feeling froggy, Sandy.
Because I'm like, she's probably a crackhead, and I'm scared of crackheads. Like, I'm not scared of anybody else, but crackheads, they're different. They're shifty. They move fast.
Yeah. They can't feel pain.
They can't. They can taste. I've seen them. But anyway, I was like, oh my gosh. So I went into that store and I headed right back on out. I told Eric, I said, I ain't going back out by myself again. These crackheads scare me.
I mean, they scare me too. I'm with you.
But then Abby Christmas, we changed it up a little bit. My house is a little bit smaller, so I can't accommodate the people that I used to be able to accommodate. So I said, you know what, let's do something different. So we went out to eat, and then we rented a bus to go do the Christmas light tours.
Christmas lights,
So Abby Christmas went mobile, like ugly Christmas sweater, and we got rowdy. I think I saw 2 lights, and it might have been headlights. I don't even know what.
You mean lights from the van itself?
Yeah, it's probably the indoor lights that I was seeing. I might have seen a couple of lights, but we were having way too much fun. And let me tell you my interaction with the bus driver afterwards. I'm like, hey, let me find it real quick. Oh,
this ought to be fun. This ought to be fun.
He said, y'all were awesome as well. I said, oh, good. I said, I was hoping we weren't too rowdy. He said, I was with Skid Row and Poison for years. I'm like, no way, that's freaking awesome. He said, yes, LOL, Alan Jackson and Tim McGraw. I said, and now you can add Sandy Abbey to that list of fabulous people.
Right.
But no, he was so nice, and he was like, no, you guys were just fine. And I thought, ooh, I thought we're going to have some incidentals or anything, like some charges. But nope, he said we were good. So if you guys, like I said, they might show lights. You might see some lights. I maybe saw a couple.
So are you about to plug the company?
I am. His name's Chance Britt, and he's been posting on the Lubbock recommendations page, and that's where I found him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway,
but you're not sure if you're going to see Christmas lights, but there's a possibility.
Don't ask me if you see lights. I'm not the person. Anita, if you're in the comments, did you see lights? Because I didn't see lights.
I don't get it.
Christmas lights.
It's a Christmas light tour that he takes you on.
Gotcha.
And so
Sandy just took the tour.
I just rode on a bus with my ugly little sweater.
She's got on that city bus.
And I was like drinking. I had a bottle in my hand the entire time. A bottle of water.
Of course.
Yeah.
Mr. Pineapples, you were running a little behind today because of a recital.
Mm-hmm. It was my youngest first and apparently her last recital she'll ever do. So it was a one night only event, 4 songs, and sorry everyone if you missed it, you missed it. But
wow.
That was okay.
I mean, so why is it the last one? Was it a bad experience? What are we doing here?
I think it was more of I did it now. That's okay.
Oh, that's like me. That's like me.
We're gonna try everything once.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. I enjoyed it.
Was it a singing recital or a piano?
No.
Recital?
Oh, I'm sorry. She plays violin. No.
Oh, okay. Right. So it was a violin recital.
She plays.
Yeah. So then I took. Yeah, and so we didn't. They hadn't eaten
fancy
beforehand, so I took them out to eat afterwards. And
most people play the basic piano.
That's what took a while. We have a piano too. It's in the house.
Oh,
but
it's
we play. We all play.
It cost a baby grand too.
No, it's not a baby grand. It's a grand.
But
it's right next to the bowling alley.
Yeah.
And so took them out to eat. There's some missionaries there doing, or people who are raising money for some mission work, and I was like, yeah. And so I grilled them. Joe remembers my days. I don't know if you remember them, Cindy, but back in the days when I used to grill the servers at Caboose to train them, and that's exactly what I did tonight. It was so nostalgic, you know. The little kids, the little girls were out there. You know, can we get you anything? Can we do anything? No, but tell me, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? What's it for? How are you going to do it? What are you going to do when you get there? Who are you trying to meet? What kind of activities are you going to do? You know, it's like, do you have groups?
It's a full-on interview when Mr. Pineapples gets into it. Yeah.
And so
I'd be like, sir, you exhaust me.
And that's fine, but they're the ones raising the money, not me. I came to eat West. That's cool, but if that's what they want. So then at one point, while I'm asking them questions, the little girl goes and runs off. And I was like, well, I guess she didn't want to answer anymore. I said, that's one way to do it. And then she came back with one of the adults. She's
like, okay, you're too much, sir. Let me find somebody that knows what's going on.
I know a little bit of things.
I commended her. I said, that was good. I was like, but sweet, I'm sorry. That's just not going to work. I was like, I don't need the adults. You're going to answer because you're the one raising this money. So, sorry.
And she's like,
yeah.
I don't want your money, sir.
Just take it back. You need it more than I do.
Right, exactly.
Let me catch
I was like, I'm trying to help
comments.
you. I'm helping you.
Crack is whack. Crack is cheap, Whitney Houston.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Anita was on the bus. CBJ says, girl, we need to coordinate next year so we aren't hosting on the same day. So jelly, I missed yours. We'll have to talk about that. A few lights only. I think we took a few mailboxes too. I wasn't driving. People with bowling alleys playing violin. Speaking
Oh,
of playing the violin, at
that's right.
Target, there was a girl playing the violin for money.
Oh, nice.
Hey, John. Thank you
Hey,
for
John,
joining us.
Mr. Havel.
Sandy Abbey saw lights, but could have been from outer space. Who the heck knows? Exactly. The world will never know, Joanne.
The world will never. What are you? What is that, Mr. Pineapples?
I went to go watch Lindsey Sterling on Saturday night.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you
That's
about that.
right. Never
And
heard of him.
Lindsey Sterling is a world-renowned violinist. She is fantastic. She's been around for at least 10 years that I know of. I'm pretty sure it's longer than that, though. And she's fantastic. So we got to go see her Christmas tour. This is the fourth time we went because it's just so fun. But this was amazing. Joe, I can't wait to show you some of the photos from there because once you see her ring light, you're going to be like, new goals. This thing was incredible. And she was doing acrobat. Man, at one point, this woman was upside down playing her freaking violin. And we're just like,
Yeah.
Is this where your daughter wanted to? Is this why she wanted to get into playing the violin because of Lindsey Sterling?
it's possible. There was probably some because we listen to her music outside of just the Christmas album that she has, which is phenomenal. But I listen to her a lot, so it's possible. But I won't. I've never asked her about it. I was just happy that she wanted to be in music on some level. So I'm always supportive of anything like that.
Is this like a course for school, or is it something that you guys pay for extra?
The concert.
No, the her violin thing. Is it for school, or is it
Yeah.
just like an
So the kids,
extracurricular?
all the kids have to take some sort of music program for X amount of time during their time in middle school. So that was just her choice. So she could either do orchestra, choir, or band, and she chose orchestra.
Yeah. And Lindsey Sterling has that like electric violin that's not shaped like a normal violin, right?
She actually has several
Next
different
question.
ones.
Oh, that was good. Seems hard.
So she has several different violins actually. One year she showed us how
Pink wannabe, but with strings.
Yeah.
I don't know. But she one year her violin was coming down off of a rope and bopped her in the head, and she was like, that thing got me a concussion. It was like, what? It looked like it was just a little tap, but it turned out to be really, whatever. So, and this
How
was
heavy
weird
was
because she
that?
was playing this one violin that had no body to it. It was just the middle strings. It was so weird. But she's out there dancing and doing stuff, and there's light show going off and everything. It's really fun and fantastic. And she gets all personal and she talks about how she lost her father and her best friend and how God helped her through that and how God's revealing things to her. And, it was just really a special time. So my young one does not like going to the concerts anymore. She just likes to stay home with mom. But my oldest and my niece, I got to experience that. My niece for the first time ever. So she got to experience. She was like,
and she loves music.
Oh, that's so cool.
She was having a good time. She was like, I recorded the whole thing on my phone. And we were like, did you get to watch it though?
Right. Did you put it on Snapchat? Did you put it on Snapchat?
Right, exactly.
It's like you recorded it, but I don't know that the recording really captures all of it. So anyway, but that's fine. She loved it. She had a great time there.
Oh, that's
I'm
so
happy
good.
for her. Yeah.
Does your niece know how to play the violin?
I think she does. Yes, because she's helped my daughter out. Yeah, she knows how to play like 20 instruments.
She's
I know how to do that
multi-instrumental.
too, Mr. Pineapples. That's
She'll be like this. She grabs the strings and she'll be like, do this, and she's always, I don't want to say meddling, but messing with stuff, and she knows what she's doing, and so it's just kind of like, that's so cool. I'm happy for her.
Good for her and her brain.
Wow.
Yeah.
So CPJ says Matt loves her music. She makes me nervous. That's how I know I'm old.
She tries things.
Right.
She does.
She's upside down.
She does those
She's
aerial
upside down
things.
playing. Oh yeah, this was the first time she'd ever done that too. That's why I was like, oh my gosh. It was awesome.
Wow.
So is that in normal, or did you have to go?
We went to Peoria actually, so we traveled about 45 minutes away. On the river, we got to pass the river. It was right off of the river actually, and
The river being the Mississippi.
in Peoria, yes,
Okay.
it was fun.
Look
was a
at
lot.
you throwing that. You didn't even know that.
You like that geography?
Yeah. I loved your geography skills.
Yeah.
It
Gosh, it was a really fun time.
It's fun time.
Yeah.
Fun time.
I got some new comic books in.
Oh,
You
I
got
was really excited about that.
what? What kind of? What?
I did.
You still
Seriously,
ordering
got some.
stuff?
Girl,
oh,
I
he
can't
told me
stop.
he told me a great story about his comic book adventures. Of buying them on auctions and stuff like that.
Oh
And,
yes. So this one guy though, I had bought some comics when I was there in Lubbock, and it was a really great collection. And I was like, sure, going for it. I've never seen this. Someone goes online, and then they have a camera that's aiming at their desk, and so you never see him, but he's putting comics up on these different things, and he's like, you can bid on the different slots or just buy out. Whoever says bin A first gets those, and whatever. And so I was like, this is kind of neat. I've never done this. And there are some issues that I was like, I want that actually. Okay, I'd like to. That needs to go back in my collection. But then he ghosted me.
He
He
goes,
took my money.
No.
So I was not happy about that, and I had messaged for months, and I was just like, "This is ridiculous." So then I went ahead.
he's here in Lubbock.
No.
Oh,
I
Oh,
was like, why didn't
Ohio.
you tell me? I would have.
Yeah, we would have
Broke his
busted some
kneecaps.
kneecaps. Me and Sandy are around the same.
I
We would have
mean,
busted some
dude.
kneecaps.
I was.
There would have been a Filipino-Mexican uprising right there.
I mean,
I tell you, but okay. So hold on though. So I've been messaging him, and his employees are awesome. So he owns a comic shop in Ohio. His employees were still getting paid, but they were like, "We don't know where he is. We don't know what to do either."
What
And
if he'd been murdered?
so
Sandy goes straight there.
I was like, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut my losses, and I'm just going to try to get my money back through PayPal, which I did, and it was long and tedious. And then last week, he messages out of the blue.
He
Posts
rises up like a
He did.
phoenix.
He basically
snake.
apologized to everyone, and he said, "Guys, I've been dealing with some depression," and I was like, "Oh, great! Now he's touching."
He
all
watched the
sense-
show when he
He
knows
had
that
to.
you're
He had to.
He's a liar. Don't do
And
it.
so, and he was like, someone got into his accounts, wiped his money of his bank accounts. There was a list of things, and he
Red
was just like, I am not
flags.
in a good
Next
spot. I was
episode.
not in a good spot, guys. And I was kind of like,
What you
I
talking
showed.
about, Willis?
I tried to call you too, Sandy, and get some advice, but we couldn't connect. And so I got it from Joe, and I was like,
When?
okay.
What time?
How-
I don't have a
So
missed
I got
call
it
from
from
you.
Joe one night, and then
Fibber.
I called you the next day.
No,
look.
Sandy was probably on the bus.
Oh,
Yeah, because Joe texted
That's
me like
probably-
at 8, and I responded back at midnight.
that's probably what it was.
No, I don't
But
have
I-
any missed calls from you.
So
I
whenever
spoke
it was,
to you
though,
on Friday. I
Oh,
spoke
you know
to
what?
on
It would have
Friday.
been Wednesday.
Nope, that's a lie.
It would have been Thursday morning, Thursday in the afternoon somewhere.
Thursday.
Anyway,
Thursday.
so-
we spoke on Thursday.
Oh, then I
You-
probably.
You
was one
called
of the
me and you
things
said
I
I was
forgot.
going to ask you something, and then I forgot.
Oh, that's what it was, Sandy. That's
Yes.
what it was. Okay.
Shoot.
So I got the advice though
I'll
from
take
Joe, and
your-
it was good advice. It was good advice,
Boy.
guys. So here's what he said. He was like, because I said, should I just cut my losses? Should I go ahead and try? Because I want the product, but I don't know that I can trust this guy anymore, and I won't. And Joe was like, "Well, see if he gets you your product, get it. And if he does, and if you want to throw a couple dollars his way, just throw a couple. Don't throw more than whatever you're willing to lose, just to see how it helps build the relationship back." Because I'm sensitive to people, who struggle with mental health stuff, and I don't want to be like a jerk, but at the same time,
He
I
knows.
can't go back and trust them either.
Right.
So I was like, I'll try that out. I'll spend like $10-$20, something like that. That it's just, you know what I mean. And if it comes through, great. And if it doesn't, I don't know that I'll ever spend, above a certain amount ever again with him. But I found another guy, and that dude was amazing. He sent me a box. It was like unwrapping a Christmas present. I was like, and it came a day early too. And I was just like, dude, okay, you got a customer for life. Okay, that's all I can say.
So out of the bad, he found a good. So that's what
Yes.
basically you're saying, yeah.
Yes, yes.
And a really good, because he's like, hey, I'm just going to throw this in for you because I know you had a bad experience in the past.
Oh, that's right. He actually threw me in a couple of books that I was like, no way. Are you serious? And get this, guys. So when I'm talking about some of these things aren't really cost whatever. So when he throws them in, I get that they're in the grand scheme of everything. It's not a lot, but there's a specific person whose comic books I'm trying to recollect from my childhood, because when I stopped collecting them, I found out that he had passed away a few years after I stopped collecting.
Throw the
And
names
it
out.
hurt
That way
me.
we can see what it is. Maybe if
His
we're
name
out
is
there.
Michael Turner.
So
Okay.
don't be buying any comics
so-
by Michael
and-
Turner.
yeah.
It's Mr. Pineapple.
So he was 33. He was 33 when he passed from cancer, and just a young, fantastic
were, Mama
artist.
Mhm.
Yeah, y'all were. And so he was just a phenomenal artist. In fact, y'all remember when we had Noemi on the show?
Yes,
Yes.
the she guy.
No,
Yeah.
I mean
No.
she's the painter. No,
Yes, the artist.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
And
what I
so
meant.
when I see her work, I look at her stuff and I'm in love with it because, I even mentioned on the show, I said, Noemi, I said, your stuff looks like Michael Turner, is, whatever. She goes, thank you. She was like, that's who inspires me. That's what my art is trying to look like a little bit. And I
cool.
was like, shut the fuck. So, you know what I mean? This guy, I love his art and I'm really inspired by it.
We sure will. Hey, she'll run over him. I'm not even kidding. John, what is
Party
that?
bus, party bus.
I just want to show off a couple covers if that's okay, real quick.
Sure.
So this is some of his work too.
Michael Turner.
Yes.
Oh wow. Yeah.
And I think it's so artistic. So I love it. Anyway, and then I want to show you his other one. This is one that's actually the rights to this company just got the media rights to this company just got sold in January, and they're bringing he created a whole like comic book universe. They're bringing them to film soon, and it's based off of so this
Yeah, I
is-
can see that with Noemi's art style.
Yes, right? Yes.
And
And
I follow
so-
her on Instagram.
Her art is beautiful. Her art is
Yeah.
amazing, I think. Anyway, so this is going to be coming to movie theaters. I don't know when, but like I said, the movie rights got sold back in January. And then
I love that all of her art on her females, they all have curly hair.
Yes. Yeah. And then he actually did some covers, a few.
I love that.
Yes. And this is a Michael Turner. And it's so crazy because when I see it, I knew immediately. I was like, hey, I was like, go back. What is that? And he was like, this. I was like, who drew the cover? And he was like, he had to look it up. And he was like, Michael Turner. And I was like, freaking put that in my bin, man. That's I knew it.
Awesome.
It's pretty
really cool.
fantastic looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is.
Look at that chin.
Man.
I love. See, I
That
think that's where I get my
jawline.
love for that square jaw. That square jaw is everything.
So yeah. So again, in the grand scheme of things, these aren't like super expensive books. They're not going to make me a ton of money, kind of thing, or an investment. But to me, my childhood, it's very expensive. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So it's like,
yeah.
man, whatever I can do to recapture it, and it makes me connect with my mom, and so. Mom's not getting any younger, you know what I mean? So it's something that
And
just
we're
helps
not
me.
either.
Yeah,
Well,
but it helps me remember
some of
those
us age
times.
backwards.
Yes, Benjamin Button.
So yeah, Michael Turner. If you guys see anything but Michael Turner out there, and just throw me a message and be like, hey, I saw this out there. I'll be interested in it. So okay.
That would be cool.
Watch me see something. I'm like, somebody wanted this, but I don't remember who.
Squirrel.
What is this?
It's the same. So when we were on Sandy's show last Thursday, which was fun having her back on, I was like, your other show, the social and distancing show. She goes, oh yeah.
I'm like, which one? Joe
She
was on there
forgets
for
it
2 hot
sometimes.
seconds.
It was. And then I got sidetracked. I apologize, but I missed the part where y'all talked about what was happening in Lubbock, so I missed that part.
It was on the end. You
No,
came
it
in
was at
early.
the end.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
put it at the end.
I should have. See, y'all didn't tell me that. So.
Did y'all like
And I-
seeing Sandy back on? For those of y'all who got to watch it, because I did.
Nobody on here got to see it.
Joe saw it. I saw it.
No,
John
John
saw it.
did. He did. Oh, look at John. He said, not me.
What? That may have been a misplaced
Name
not me.
change, Benjamin Button.
That's what I'm. Oh, that is awesome.
I like
I'm
that.
doing
That
that
was actually
right
good.
now.
Yeah.
It's special to you, and that's all that matters. Not my cup of tea, but it is to you, Jamie.
That's right, Joanne. Yeah.
Look,
Some people
hated it.
have
Thanks for asking.
Hated what? Oh, the show.
She hated the show. So, funny thing is, I took a small clip and put that on my TikTok.
Oh yeah.
And
It's blown up.
Anyway.
You've gone viral.
No, Jamie,
Oh.
I absolutely love your face in that video. When I said
I remember
bitter,
seeing it.
you
What?
said you bitter, I said you bitter heifers, and you were like, your little face just.
Okay, it was so funny because one of our other friends, DJ Sound Effects, so he uses that all the time, and so I've gotten into the habit of using it, and I'm trying to get out of it. And when you said it, it was all like Trey, see?
He uses the word heifers. That is so funny. I've
Lots.
never heard of him.
Yeah,
DJ
yeah.
says,
I
"Haha,
think you
kidding."
said it, and he caught it, and he couldn't stop now. So
Oh, really? I'm
yeah,
glad I have some sort of influence on him.
exactly. Yeah. You inspire
Thank you,
him. Sandy.
CPJ. I caught part of it, then Gabby called. That's important. I get it.
Oh, that is yeah.
Yeah,
It's so good to see you out here, Momager. Hadn't seen you in so long. I hope you're doing better. Hope
So
you're
I'm
doing better.
so IT question. Momager sent me an IT question.
Why'd you send it to him? Like you send photography questions to
No,
Joe.
no, no.
Bye, John. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks,
Hey,
John.
John.
See ya.
Have a good night, man.
Good night.
So she's trying
This
to
commenter.
get someone a present about. She said, "Oh, yes, Nancy."
So, that was good.
So what I found out, Momager, is that unlike Windows, you can't really tell Macs where to download the Netflix files. So there's not a way for you to download on Mac. So I was like,
So if you're okay with Mac
Oh.
telling you what to do, stick with it. But if not,
yeah, because I know that. Wait, I don't know. I thought she had a MacBook, but if she's got a Windows computer, then you can actually tell where to download. Like,
if you have a MacBook, shake your head up and down. If you don't, take it to the side
Twice.
so we know.
yeah.
Oh yeah, blink twice. There you go.
Blink twice and let us know. But yeah, she knows because I help Gabs with her computer problems too.
Sure.
Joanne said, and wanted to hop in, but my uncle across the street is on his last day, so I went over there. But look forward to seeing you soon. Joanne, I'll allow
See,
it.
Sandy?
It's fine.
That's fine.
She said she didn't know who to ask. She has a Mac.
Yeah, see, so
Oh,
she
okay,
has a
then,
Mac.
yeah, you
yes.
might want to ask Joe. I'm sorry. I'm Windows.
Call her James,
And there's-
not Joe.
You know what? Sean has actually reached out to me too. It's amazing how many people on the show has actually reached out to me on the side and been like, "Hey, I got a question here." It's amazing how many people reach out to Joe though. Actually, that's more amazing.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So don't reach out to me because
It's
I'm
amazing
just
because
terrible.
Joe doesn't answer.
I'm terrible at responding to. I'm terrible at responding to these guys. Like they'll have a full 2 pages of conversation. I'm like, oh my gosh.
But you know what? So just to get a little bit whatever, like Joe will answer my call like nearly 99% of the time. Like he'll be in the morning even. He'll be like, "What?" He'll be like, "Dude, what was that one line from that one time back in 80 whatever blah, 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 blah," and he'll be like, the chuffle shuffle. Bye. Like, okay, yeah, that's what it was. Bye. So he'll answer. He won't. He's not 100% lucid, but he totally answers all my calls for the majority of it. So I do appreciate that about him.
But yeah. So on Mac you can't download.
Oh, yeah. Well, Mac. That's what I was gonna say. Call
Yeah.
Joe for sure. But anything Windows related, I can more than likely I can help you guys out. It's just all my career. I've in the enterprise world. It's always been Windows. So I'm not into Mac or Windows versus. I'm just in the enterprise world. We use Windows, so that's where my expertise goes.
So what I have found out, there's a workaround to make it happen, but you're basically installing Windows on your Mac to make it happen. So it's just like.
Okay.
I think it's
I don't get this
Sean?
one.
Chon.
Oh, this was like earlier, but I can't repeat it. Okay, so basically she just wants a way that she can get movies to watch during the week when she's out at sea. And by the way, Joe always answers me right away. Oh, boom, suckers.
Oh, suckers. Well, I try to answer. Sometimes I'm just like, ugh. I just try to answer. And I can't. But, yeah. So I was like, I thought it could. And then I come to find out you can't. So it's tougher. So you need to get her a cheap little Surface Pro, right?
When's the last time you saw a cheap Surface Pro?
I was gonna say mine was like $800.
Yeah, it's probably like $700
Okay.
starting off.
No. So compared to Mac, they're.
I mean, you
cheaper.
just go to Walmart and you just go grab a
Chromebook, right? Well,
That's a cheap one.
Yeah.
But will it download Netflix? We'd have to find that out. That's something that we'd have to find out.
Google.
I'm gonna just, there you go. That's what I was about to say.
So listen to this. My son has Hey Google in his room, and we got him the Wi-Fi lights, and so I'll say, "Hey Google, turn off the lights." Hey, I'll turn off one light, but he says it'll turn off both lights, and it drives me absolutely insane. I'm like, and we didn't train it to his voice or anything like that. It just listens better to him. I'm just wondering why I can't.
You should
Turn
say,
off
"Hey,
his
I paid the
lights."
bill."
Yeah, you can
Now
get
it'll
like a
turn
$300
off.
or $400 Chromebook, Momager, and you can throw Netflix on there and download shows on it.
Nobody answers me except Sandy.
You lame dog.
I just
feel like I answer you a little bit, and
I give
feel
a
like
thumbs
I may
up.
call you back.
It doesn't have to be Netflix, but just some kind of movies.
I mean, that's going to be your best bet is Netflix. Hulu you can't download. Disney Plus you can, so you can get Disney Plus.
I
Yeah,
have Hulu
Netflix.
downloaded on my phone.
No,
No.
you can't.
Like download the movies and stuff because when
Oh,
you're
I
Not
offline,
the
see
app.
what you're saying.
the main
Oh.
thing is like that's what she's trying to do is download stuff while she's offline.
And I can't recall if you can on Prime either. I feel like you can, but I'm not 100% sure. I definitely know Disney Plus and Netflix. You can download the shows for offline viewing. That's essentially what you want to do.
Netflix?
Netflix.
Are you in
Netflix. Pescueza. I used to have a friend. He introduced me to his friend. He says we call him Pescuezo, and I'm like, huh? And he goes, look at his neck. I was like, he didn't have one. He goes, no, Pescuezo. It's Pescuezo for short. And I was like, okay.
So I'm trying to download.
She has both.
I'm trying to download here on my
So then-
Mac, and I go.
Ooh,
Here.
we could do live tech. We should do a live tech support show, and then y'all throw in your dollar bills on the side.
Y'all
whatever you feel like.
Venmo us.
Yeah, we're
Venmo
not.
everything.
We'll give you an answer. It may not
Might
be
not
the
be the
answer.
right one.
Exactly. But we'll get you an answer. And it'll be, did you reboot? Have you
That's
Googled
the-
that?
Okay, so
Turn
earlier
on.
I forgot that I skipped lunch today, so I can get off early, right? So I was gonna get 30 minutes off early, and as I'm sitting there waiting to go, one of my coworkers says, "Hey, I need your expertise," and I was like, "Oh, when you say that, that's music to my ears. What can I bestow upon
How can
you?
my Venmo help you?
Yes.
What?
And so he's like, I need help with this and this. So I started helping him out, and I'm like, have you done this? And then we're doing all this stuff. I'm like, something here. He goes, oh, we just need permission. I was like, no, man, look, I know what I'm talking about. Look at the settings. It's not right. It's not the same. They're on different networks. Something's going on. Anyway, we're going back and forth. And then finally, I help him out, and then I forget that I need to leave earlier for the recital. But I'm like, let me just finish up this last bit. And then I could hear him on the next square next to me. And he's like, all right, be safe. Bye, sweetheart. And I was like, bro, you can't say that. So English isn't his first language, and this isn't his home country. And so I was like, I've had to do this a few times where I'm like, bro, don't say that. Don't ever say that. You don't say that here. And he goes, but I was just telling her to calm down. I'm like, don't tell her to telling a customer this, right? But he told this customer, okay, be safe. I'll see you, sweetheart. And I was like, don't say that, bro. What are you doing? Don't.
Watch it be some lonely woman that now is going to keep calling and asking for him.
Sandy, he looked at me. He goes,
Oh my gosh.
what? And I said, you can't say that. He goes, no, I can say that. I'm like, no, you can't to your customers. So then he goes, no, it's Dr. I was about to say her name. He's like, it's Dr.
Dr.
Whoever.
Pineapples.
I'll just say Dr. Eyes. He was like, it's Dr. Eyes. And I was like, oh.
Why? Because she
The
has
Dr.
pretty
Eyes? No, it's his girlfriend. Oh. And I was like, I didn't realize what I did learn today though. I knew he had a girlfriend, and I knew Dr. Eyes was his girlfriend, and I knew where she lived. I didn't realize I should stop talking right now.
He's like,
Okay, well, while you do that, let me read
Great.
the comments.
Never mind.
Hey, Hey, Google is being a defiant teenager for you, Joe. Turn off the lights. Google, watch this. No.
Right? It's like, what the crap?
I'm going to test you lame jogs just for shits and giggles.
Test us. Test away.
We could do it.
'Cause she won't know if we pass or not.
Right? Exactly.
I didn't get a call.
For every time we hear Jamie say the issue is a thing between the keyboard and the chair if we do an IT show.
Yeah.
No.
Mhm.
Right. Uh-oh. Our first IT question.
It's an
Can you
ID10T error.
Can you jailbreak a Fire Stick? Asking for a friend.
Yes. It's possible.
Why do you want to
Put up your Venmo.
Right, exactly.
We didn't say
So,
it's gonna be for free.
Momager, I just found out that you cannot download Disney Plus on Mac OS either.
She said, "I will know."
I believe her. Oh man.
my
Oh,
God.
so okay, let me tell you. I'm excited for a few things, guys. Okay. Well, you know I love Christmas. You know I love this time of year. I've been playing Christmas music because. But anyway, that's not what I want to talk about.
Did you already get your prime rib?
No, but I think I'm gonna have to get one next week for my niece, or this weekend before my niece leaves. Maybe I don't know. I haven't decided. But I've been eyeballing the prime rib so I can make sure to get a nice one. But check this out. I'm pretty excited. So I went ahead and got my mom an early Christmas present. So
What do
when my
we
niece
get,
goes down there,
Vegeta?
we got Mama Vegeta, her, and my two nieces. You know, my niece is headed back to Lubbock. I got them tickets to go see Spider-Man on a daytime. So what's cool is the other
Did you pay
kids.
$1,000 for the tickets?
$1,000 hairs.
15. I just, you know.
Right. Yeah, I just went to the website, said
Here's
15
my black
bucks.
card. There you go.
So my friend will contact you. Just kidding, kind of.
And so I was really excited about that. And I'm really more excited because my mom told me she was going to take the kids out of school that day so they go watch the movie. And I was like, oh, Mom,
that's
they're
cool.
going to love that.
That's how you do it.
That is how you do it, right?
That
Yep.
is how you
And-
do
and
it.
When my mom told me that, I'm like, it goes with the territory. I totally can see her doing this. I was really happy that I went ahead and bought the tickets.
I'm gonna call
get them some
LI
coupons
student
for
reporter.
popcorn and all that. Hush your mouth, friggin' dingin'. So, and then I was excited. I called my wife. I said, babe, are you off all Christmas week or just the Christmas holidays? Because colleges, sometimes they work a little different, right? They can sometimes they get off all to the
Don't
same
they get like
time
a
as
month?
students. Right. That's what they used to, at least. I don't know if she still does. But because I was like, I want to go see Matrix. I want to take you to go see Matrix because she loved the Matrix series. So the new one comes out on December 22nd. And
Oh.
I'm not going to lie, I'm intrigued because
looks
it's got
pretty cool.
everyone back on there except, drama alert, except for Morpheus.
Except for the original Morpheus.
The original, yeah. So they asked him, why didn't you come back to do the movie? He was like, oh, that's easy. I didn't get asked.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
I was like, what? How are you not going to ask him? Anyway.
This is a really good suggestion. Hey, jailbreak that Fire Stick for a donation to the Pineapple Project. # for the kids.
Mm.
I can't say anything to that.
Yes, my friend can do that.
Yes.
Speaking of, oh my gosh. Speaking
What?
of the Pineapple Project, I forgot to tell y'all something.
What?
Oh.
Abby, Ugly Christmas, instead of us doing a white elephant exchange, we brought Christmas for the kids. That's what everybody's donation was a gift, an unwrapped foyer gift card.
Oh,
the
no
kids.
Wow.
way.
And I
That's
sent y'all
awesome.
a picture, but I did not send y'all a caption. I just looked like random stuff that I took a picture of.
Right. I was like, okay.
Was that
Yeah,
tonight?
that's what that was.
Or a
no,
few nights ago?
Saturday. I'm
Whenever you were
sure.
sober?
When I was sober.
Yeah.
So can I share something also?
Yeah.
My daughter wants to know if this is passive aggressive, her letter that she typed up. So I'm
Bring it out. Bring it out. Yes.
So let me give you a little background. She's scheduled to fly home on the 21st. Well,
That's the shortest day of the year. That's the winter equinox.
It is.
no, the winter
A lot of-
solstice.
I mean,
People
solstice, not equinox.
A lot of people have heart attacks on that day.
So she got her flight and everything like that. Well, one of her professors has decided to change their at-home test to in-person test on that day.
We'll go to New York and kick some knees.
You're right. Exactly.
I'm with Sandy. Sandy.
So I said, you need to email the professor. And this is what she typed. Request for an earlier final exam at Professor Michael Rosenfeld, by the way. I hope you are doing well and have a good weekend. I just want to ask if there's any possible ways that I can take the exam for this earlier. Unfortunately, the exam time conflicts with my flight home, and I really cannot afford to change my flight right now. If you have an earlier class that I can take the exam in, I would be happy to come in earlier if that is possible. I apologize for the inconvenience.
No, that's
Best
perfect and
monster child.
professional. There is nothing passive aggressive about
Right?
that.
I
But
didn't
tell her to
think so.
put in there. We have people that'll come kicking your kneecaps.
Right, exactly.
No, that was great.
I mean, there is a little bit of passive aggressiveness in there.
No, I
Where-
didn't say anything. No,
It's
where?
right in the it's in the middle right there where it says unfortunately. When you begin a sentence with unfortunately, that's when the passive aggressive door opens. So anything
Oh,
after that leads to it. She doesn't stay there though, but
No.
she does
But
open
here's the
that
problem.
door.
So the original syllabus had the final exam on.
Oh
a
no,
certain
I get
date.
that. I heard you in the first part. I'm not saying she's wrong.
Right.
Your question was, is this passive aggressive?
Yeah.
Yes. The answer is yes. Is it wrong? No. But I'm more of a straightforward guy,
Right.
and I always think less is more when it comes to these type of.
So
questions
she
and
should have left out the unfortunately the exam time conflicts with my flight home.
Yeah.
I
He
don't
didn't need to
think
know that.
so.
I think so.
Yeah.
You save that, in my opinion. Again, you save that as ammunition for the next line. But your first line should. And this is when I talk with my wife, who is a professor, and I ask her about these type of things. Actually, a lot of times, if you just say, "Hey, is there any way that I can change, or we can change the test date for me due to personal reasons?" And
Right.
then they will say either yes or no, or please.
What's
expand.
going on? Yeah.
And so, because a lot of times, like there are times when Dr. Pine was doing, she just says yes or no. Like she's
Right.
like, I don't care your
Okay.
reason.
So let me
She's
tell
like,
you this.
I don't have time to do all everyone's reasons, and
Right.
just tell me what you want, and if I can do it, I'm going to work with you to get to it. But there are some.
So she could have
professors
left out
who
that
don't.
middle sentence and just said said
No.
earlier if you.
No, that shit is perfect right there. Do not change it. Let me tell you this.
You know what?
One
I'm going
time-
to send this
you're
to Dr.
interrupting me.
Pineapple
I'm
right now.
talking right now.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Sandy. Go ahead.
One time I told my brother, hey, can we stop at Walmart? I need to pick up some things. And he was like, what? No, what do you want? I'm like, dude, I just need to pick up some things. And we were always fighting anyway. And he's like, well, what is it? I'm like, just some things that I need to get. And then he was like, well, you don't tell me what it is. We're not stopping. So I yelled, I need some damn maxi pads. Anyway, needless to say, we ended up at Walmart. So if I'd have just said I need some maxi pads, would I have avoided all of that instead of going back and forth? She just told this man that she's got flight conflict. There's no reason for a separate emails. Just tell the man what you need. There's no reason.
She did say what she needs. She's
What
like,
should I ask her? What's the official question I should ask her? I already asked her. Is it passive aggressive? Is this
That's the
too much
official question.
information?
Yeah, that was the official question. She just wanted to know if it was passive aggressive.
Right,
I
let's see
didn't.
what she says.
Of course, she messages me when I'm half asleep, so I'm like, I
Did
just
she
read it.
send this already, or is this just waiting in the
Yeah,
inbox?
she's already
Or
sent
out-
it, and
Okay,
the professor said that he could talk to her after class, and she's like, she sent me the eye roll
emoji.
It's like, and then she said, I just need a yes or no.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. There is
yeah.
no. Cindy
But
says
here's the
that
other thing,
letter
guys,
sounds
is-
perfect.
Never mind.
CPJ says she doesn't need to apologize for any inconvenience. Thanks for your consideration in honoring
Right.
the original syllabus.
Yes.
Yes.
So I agree with that too, CPJ. I think that's why I say there's a lot in there to me. To me, there's too much information in there. Unfortunately, the apology. There's no need for apologetics in this letter.
I think she should leave it as it is. That way he knows why she's requesting a different time. Chone said no. I agree with Carrie. No need to apologize.
Okay, I'll pass it on. Dr. Pineapples is
If she
probably
responds
asleep.
back, I'll let you know.
Yeah,
But
she's probably asleep.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forget. My
It's like,
time
did you
is not her time.
just message her? She's like, what did you just send me?
Yeah, that's probably what she's. Yeah. Anyway.
She's like, I'm not going to answer this.
Right,
She might be interested in this one actually. She might be
Yeah.
like,
That's
now it
funny.
makes me want to ask her what are some of the reasons. Because here's the thing: is a lot of people were asking her for class dismissal at times, and she's like, a lot of people were asking for it, and she goes, so instead of trying to like approve certain people's requests because of religious beliefs, for example, she's like, I just went ahead and said everyone gets this day off, and you get to use it however way you want to.
I agree the letter was perfect. And Jamie, shut your mouth.
Get that comment out of here. Yeah, where's that block button? Where's this new block button? Let me see.
And now we're really not going to answer any IT questions from Joanne.
Okay, never mind. I can use that. I can wait slow and patiently. I won't sit there.
There's definitely a problem between the keyboard and the desk chair.
Yeah.
And another
Reboot
thing,
that.
I have to brag on my assistant today.
Go for it.
My assistant, I called him and I said, babe, can you remote into my computer? I'm having trouble creating a mail merge. The remote's into my
merges
computer.
Are pains in the butts.
It
A
was
mail
such
merge?
a pain. Yeah,
It's
so
still
I
pain.
have a list in Excel and I'm trying to create labels out of that list. So you go in, you do the mail merge, you do existing lists, you do all that stuff. There was something that I was not clicking correctly. I had to do extra steps this year. I didn't have to do it last year, but he was able to save me. And that's my IT man. And
You made a good call.
He also came in and set up my computers and stuff like that. So, and rearranged my
Nice.
furniture.
Nice.
So now I have
Oh.
a computer, desktop,
He's
and an extra
also
monitor.
he also knows how to fire. He also knows how to jailbreak a Fire Stick for someone's friend.
I've never even asked him.
I think he has.
So I got to meet Ben.
Joanne, you must be hanging around Dandy Sandy way too much. Shut your mouth, Anita.
Wow. It's kind of opposite. It's kind of opposite.
Sandy
Joanne
too.
came first.
Right.
We always said, Joe and I always said when we looked at Sandy, it was like, man, this is just another, it's a mini Joanne. Or we looked at Sandy, it was like a mini Joanne.
Right.
It makes sense why they don't get together. Well, they don't get together very well. Freud says like when two people are alike, they end up not liking each other more.
No, they
And the
like
more
each
that
other.
they're alike, the more
Oh.
they dislike each other. I was like,
No, we love each other.
I mean, yeah, that's what I meant. Love each other. That's what I meant.
Look at this. She's like, I'm the queen of this. That's what I say around my house too, Joanne.
I'm not gonna respect my elders, so
Mm.
so I got to meet I got to meet Ben this past week. Came to my house, or this weekend. He came by my house with some other stranger, and we were talking solar.
I thought he was a doctor. Is he not a doctor?
No, not Dr. Ben. Ben, the solar guy. Your
Oh,
replacement.
wow. Whatever. Go ahead.
So anyway, he was like, "You're gonna have to get more panels up there," and I was like, "Okay, that's fine." We're still getting solar. I don't know if did I say we were getting solar, right?
You did say you were
Yeah,
getting
you
solar.
did.
Yeah.
I thought maybe we were talking about it, but yeah, we're definitely getting it. Man, I can't wait for it to get installed, guys. Just the power. Just
When
the,
is it going to
you
be
know what I mean?
installed?
So we're working through the project manager, and they do the whole not licensing. What do you call it? Permits. Got to go through the whole permit, submitting the plans and all that stuff. So we're in that stage right now, getting the plans for it and everything else. What's up, Cindy?
So when you get your solar panels, will your pins reset faster in your bowling?
My what?
alley? Your pins in your bowling. That's a fair question. Everybody in the
That's
audience,
fair. That's
wasn't that a fair question?
I believe.
Yo te voy a dar tu pins.
Oh, look at what Joanne said.
She
What?
said, "Don't agree, Jamie. She is a mini me, and I love that."
That's what I just said. I said the exact same thing. It's like you ain't
Don't be
listening to me
Shut your
tonight.
mouth. Don't be talking to Joanne like that. She said, "Yeah, I would want the solars up fast too if I had all the neons in my bowling alley." Wait, Joe, my friend, missed that part about the jailbreak fire stick comment.
Oh, somebody's assistant, I think, knows how to do it too.
Let me ask him. I don't know.
I think he
I'm
does.
gonna have to mute real quick. Oh, guess what happened? I started playing Halo, right? So the new Halo came out, the multiplayer. I've been playing it. I just happened to open it up Saturday morning. I wasn't gonna play much because I had a busy day. I went on or Sunday morning. I went on there, looked up, and there was a little bundle for sale. And guess what it was?
A bundle of joy.
Yes.
It was the original. No, I don't know.
Anyway, so for whatever the game money was, I got me a freaking little keychain that has some dangling pineapples on it, and now John Spartan has some pineapples hanging from his shoulder over here every time I play. It looks freaking sweet, dude. I was like, I blew my mind on Sunday. I was just like, no way, I'm playing
Eric
my
said,
favorite game.
I think we did a few years back.
See, I thought so.
I don't remember.
I don't think you should admit that on live TV, actually. I would, especially in Texas, do not.
But what are we talking about? All I said is I think we did a few years back.
You can say whatever you think you said now, but people just got to rewind it and be like, no, here it is.
Interesting. So, do we have a new total on our Pineapple Project Venmo?
Oh, yeah, I do need to put some money over there because I've got some donations sent to me.
But do we have anything we can share right now, an update, or no?
I mean, I can Venmo it over there real quick. Hold on. Let's see.
Okay, while you do that,
do-
we'll just
I have
chit
to
chat
do
over
two
here for a
separate
minute.
transactions.
Okay, so that way we can get an updated total for you guys. Hey, what are y'all planning for Christmas? Tell us in the comments real quick. What are some of the fun things that you're going to be doing? Like, and maybe we'll talk about that next week too, or on Wednesday. But tell us some of the stuff that you're going to be cooking, some of the things that y'all do, some family traditions. What do y'all do to remember loved ones and loved ones who are far away? I know, Mama Jerry, you'll be missing your baby this Wednesday or this Christmas, right? Because she stays on the boat the whole time. I think.
Yeah, she's gone. She won't be back until January.
Okay.
Mama Jerry?
Okay, this
Yeah.
was.
Man,
Yep.
and you know what? I still want to take a trip on a cruise trip. Have you been on one, Joe?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Did you like it?
It was amazing.
What do you think? Do you think you'll be going again?
Well.
How long would it take you to get to plan to go?
Well, there's some other behind the scenes stuff that needs to be taken care of.
Oh,
so.
your shellfish addiction.
Yeah. But so this is the best thing about it. So even we got like the lower cabin stuff. We were never in our room. We only slept there. That's basically, we slept and changed clothes in our room. So there is something going on all the time. The thing I love most about the cruise is that it can be as organized as you want it, or you can be the laziest person ever and still be able to do what you want on it. So it's just really cool. And then if you're hungry, you can eat
Just
anytime.
eat.
You can just eat anytime. It's like, you know what?
I'm good. I got a pizza in one hand, and I've got a taco in the other hand.
Right. So our friends like to hang out on the back of the boat, and so every time to get to that part where they were hanging out, we'd have to go to the cafeteria or the Lido deck or whatever.
Like we got lost in the cafeteria.
Yeah. So
Sorry.
there's an ice cream machine there, and it just
That's where
called
Joe
my
was.
name
That's-
every single time. So I passed by this way,
Joe
grab
was
an
like
ice cream,
vanilla, chocolate,
and then I passed
swirl.
back this way and grab another ice cream. I had so much
Okay.
ice cream, dude. It was amazing.
Did you get to dip your own cones?
Yeah, it was so awesome. I was like, man, I'm telling you, it's the best. And not having to drive anywhere.
But
You
going
just-
somewhere?
Yeah,
That
so
feels
you
good,
take
huh?
the excursions, you pick an excursion, and they drive you there, and they're like, hey, it's time to go. And you're like, sweet.
See, I'd be like, y'all go get lost. I'm gonna stay in the boat. I'm fine.
Yeah, so you can, and that's your choice. You don't have to, you can stay on the boat, you can
Yep.
get off,
Like
do
I've
whatever.
seen some horror movies. I know how to
Right.
be safe right
Donations
here.
are complete.
Okay,
Awesome.
sweet.
So guys, remember, hit up Venmo, do at the Pineapple Project singular, because there's another one that says the Pineapple Project, and that is not us. There you go. It's flashing on the bottom. At the Pineapple Project, look for our little logo over here. It's on the well, not that, but you know what I mean. These logos, and that's where you'll find. Thank you. That's where you'll find our little project, our little thing. And remember, we are raising money for kids for Christmas. Just 3 gifts under the Christmas tree for children in the foster care system. Each one gets 3 of those, okay? If your kids are 0 to 13, 1 to 13? Anyway, 0 to 13, they're going to get gifts that are age appropriate for them. If the kids from 13 to 18, they're going to get gifts that are gift cards. So $15 amounts. They'll have anything from any of the restaurant places or Best Buy or Walmart or the GameStops, whatever, anything like that. So you can also visit any Comet Cleaners in Lubbock. The toy bins are out there, and you can just feel free to drop them in there. Although we would like to help collect them so that we can just show what Pineapple Project and everyone who's supporting us are able to contribute towards Christmases for kids. And if you need help, if you have toys at home and you want to donate them, you don't want to get out to the Comet Cleaners, or you just want to get them to us, let one of the three of us know so that we can arrange to get a pickup for you and get them so that we can make sure to donate them on your behalf with the Pineapple Project.
And if you want to be cool like me and have your party donate a toy for these kids, you can totally do that too. And I'll be out and about and I can pick your toys up too. So just holla.
So I am working.
Is there still space for your run?
There's still space for the run. There is probably not any more space to get a shirt, but you can still sign up to run. We have a total of 23 signed up for the race.
Wow.
So
How many did you have
pretty
last
cool.
year?
I can't remember. I want to say like 15 to 18, something like that. But it was so freaking cold.
And it's still going to happen. I'm going to bring my skateboard. I'm going to bring my skateboard.
Okay, do it. Do it.
Wait, what day is that?
Bring some
It's December the
Band-Aids,
18th.
some triple ointment, triple whatever antibiotic ointment, and some Bengay for him, please.
What time? What time is it?
I believe we said 8 o'clock. Let me look at my newsletter real quick.
My God.
And while you're doing that, guys, I'm going to be working from home tomorrow. The only reason I share that is because CPJ, I will get this out for you tomorrow. So I have a 8
a.m.
granola
Yes.
bar box, a granola bar box that I'm going to put this in for you. Okay. But anyone else, if you want to donate, these are going for 2025. They're just little pieces of wood that Tim had built for us. His family had built for us and wanted to donate them so we could raise money for the Pineapple Project. This is an ornament that would go on your tree. This is just a nice little token from the Pineapple Project. But you're really buying is this helping kids get some Christmas gifts under the tree. Okay, that's the main thing.
You're
And
buying the satisfaction of helping put a smile on a child's face this Christmas.
Yeah, you know what, guys? If you wonder and you're talking to your friends about it and they wonder too, yeah, this isn't the thing that's going to save the foster care system or the kids and, all that kind of stuff. It's not the one thing that's going to do it, but it's the one thing that's going to help them have some sort of normalcy on Christmas morning so that they're not left, all the other kids are getting stuff, in their back of their mind, they know that kids are opening gifts that morning and whatnot. We're just trying to help out a little bit. And
I can tell you firsthand knowledge that these kids do remember this even after they're out of foster care.
That's right.
Where is the run?
The run's going to be at Shallow Water at the beer store. That's just the only parking lot that's available.
The what store?
At the beer store. And then we're going to have breakfast after that too.
It's the beer
store.
Yeah,
how are we not partnering up with them for this right now?
I know we totally should.
Why isn't White Claw calling up and being like, "We'll sponsor your run, Sandy"?
I mean, because they were on my bus.
Seriously?
They should have sponsored.
Yes. So for those of you guys out there who, everyone contributes and helps out tremendously to the Pineapple Project, but there are some of you who've just been uber generous this year, guys, and we definitely want to say thank you to you. I don't know whose names we can share or not share without, bringing light, but you know who you are out there. We know who you are, and we just want to say thank you so much for really putting in some extra effort, Christmas love this year to this.
Thank you for giving.
Yeah. I've been saying prayers for y'all.
We did get your donation, Joanne.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Confirmed. So yeah, please share with your friends. Remember, at the Pineapple Project, real easy, at the Pineapple Project. Just tell them, throw a few bucks in there or throw a lot of bucks in there. I'm okay with either of those.
Share, I have that little thing on my Facebook. Share that. Just a share goes a long way. So we appreciate that.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
Do we have anything else, Joe? Sandy, No, we'll be back Wednesday. All right, everyone. So come and hang out with us again Wednesday night. We'll see what's going to happen. I hope it'll be fun.
Well, tonight was fun.
Always fun. It's always fun. What? Yep.
That's what we do. We succeed in everything we
That's
do.
how we roll.
That's how we do it. Anyway,
he was sprinkling the talent, and we were just kind of maybe get under there just a little bit.
The wind blew a little bit.
Right.
All right, everyone. So we love you. We'll see you back here Wednesday night. Have a great evening and a good day tomorrow. And as usual,
be kind and rewind.
Look for and meet new friends.
You filthy animals.
Speaking of animals,
Go Mississippi. Oh my goodness.